month in. Oh, it's going.
Yeah. So great. And I realized that almost I know. I was trying to do like I've heard about okay. Like a presentation. I mean, like Mark Reed is that. Like, you want to talk to you? Sit over here. Sorry, you heard that. That's a whole you know, but I just feel like it was like a dog. I'm really there. It was I thought it was yeah.
Staring, watching. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Which,
I would love to know what it is. I imagine it's pretty good. Yeah. Are you using the new snail music?
The what?
Snail music.
No.
That's like all the rage. Like that is what you should be using. If you're not on the snail music, you have not even.
Do I have to get my own snail?
I know you can just buy the bottles, but it actually is the stuff that they leave behind. It's very good. It's huge. Like snail, it's an untapped market. He doesn't know about snail music.
It's
Snail music?
homegrown peppers.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Really good. I'm going to lunch with her. It's like Yeah.
I hate videos. That's why I'm not. Yeah, I will too. I gotta get used to it.
I can talk still there. I don't like talking to myself.
And they're not right away for us to step in. I'll do it with her.
Yeah,
You're it out.
you know, they're there. I mean, I speak anytime I talk. So that's a word.
I know. I know. It makes me think about reactions that you like super
I would never, be frustrated. It's like, it's okay. Well, and I used to be when I was like, nice. Except my age, I think I do it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I need to.
I got like another two.
That's like his signature.
Yeah. You're like the only one that has no resume.
I had about 6 years. I was here. But I have like 3 years. I got my dress up. We were doing weird renovation. He's just like, hold on. We're over there. I started recording.
No, I have to say, the last two Gongers have been really, you guys might get repeat invitations.
Well, we're used to it.
Really, well, good, I love it. Awesome, so I asked China to be our Gonger this morning, because we have something to share very soon, so you take a seat close. Okay. Awesome, welcome to October 10th, Tuesday team meeting. We've got a lot of information to drop, and we're gonna do a little bit of a something different today. So I'm really gonna ask you to roll with me. It's gonna be a little bit of a participation event, and I know that this team is up for this, and there's so many things that we can learn together. I'm super excited about it. So we'll get to that. It's a little thing coming down the road, and we haven't had gratitude recently. I mean, maybe we have, but we haven't had gratitude cards in the gratitude jar that I could pick up and share. So when Lisa Krickeberg came and shared and said, hey, there's something in there, grab it and make sure we do it. I was super grateful. And this is from Lisa. So thank you for this. Sometimes we have to get good at so thank you, Robbie, for always being willing to answer my questions for the budget spreadsheet. You are the best. So Robbie, thank you. Yeah, all right, let's dive in. So we start our team. For sure.
Thank you. I just wanted to reach out to Focus Title and Kayla. Saved my deal last week. We were a couple days away from closing, and we thought of an idea, and she sent out an email that wasn't involved, and it saved the deal. The buyer that read our email and said, "Okay, I'll move forward." And it's like, oh, without those efforts and Kayla taking time out of her day trying to help me move forward with saving this deal, it was that extra step. So. Yay!
Yay! And one of the things we don't often have cards in our gratitude jars, but I do hear from folks who are in the office all the time about how grateful they are to work here with the people. Just this morning, I was having a conversation with somebody who was saying how grateful she was to be able to, even as independent agents, we all work together, and you spend more time at work than you spend in any other area of your world, right? So those of you who create the world that you want to live in, you know, congratulations, because that's a big deal. And we spend a ton of time here. And I was reminded, I have a ton of coaching, you guys. But one of my coaches reminded me today, I'm not at war. Nobody's dying in my world. I'm not curing cancer. I'm helping people build really amazing lives and amazing businesses. And if we can't have fun along the way, we're doing something wrong. So let's have fun along the way and enjoy the people that we get to do our business with. And sometimes that's our clients, a lot of times that's our colleagues. So thank you guys for being amazing people. Super excited to be here with you. Okay. We start our team meetings with our mission moment. And the reason Shina rung our gong for us is because we're going to highlight her. Shina is out there in the community making things happen. And oftentimes when somebody comes and says, how do I do this? How can I make this happen? The answer is often, well, what are you going to build? What are you going to do? And Shina heard that and did that. So it's all you, girl. Share a little bit about what you're up to.
Okay. So if I haven't met you all, my name is Shina. I've been with Keller Williams for a little over a year now, and I've been in the real estate industry for about 5 years. I try to get into the community as much as I can. And so one thing that we have done is create the ARIA chapter. So it stands for the Asian Real Estate Association of America. There's about like 18,000 real estate professionals in the group. So nationwide, around like 45 chapters. So we're the 46th chapter that was just created in the greater Milwaukee area. And that took like 2 years. So it was like a long process. We finally were finalized in August. And so their model is basically changing lives through real estate. And their mission is to promote sustainable home ownership in the Asian community. But to me, I feel that if it's helping the Asian community, it's helping all of us. So that's something that I hold dear to my heart. And I believe that for me, for my mission, helping people into homes, that's like my part of giving to it. So ARIA, that's something that's new in the greater Milwaukee area. We help like other real estate professionals, whether you're a realtor or a lender, you're in title, and anything in the real estate industry, you could be a part of us. And I guess we're growing nationwide. If you want to be involved in something, I feel that if you want to grow your real estate career, it's good to get connected to people. We're in the relationship business, and so this is a great part to do that. If you don't feel that ARIA is for you, there is like other groups that you could get involved in, especially if you want to grow your career to real estate. So yeah.
Awesome.
That's a little bit of ARIA.
Love it. Love it. Thank you for being on. I'll be around to answer any questions that you have down the road or later today. So thank you. What is your role in ARIA?
So I'm the events coordinator. So my big job is to do our installation gala, which is in February.
Okay, awesome. When?
February 1st.
February 1st.
So we're still like
Mark your
getting,
calendar.
yeah, we're still getting venues and caterers and everything set up. So
Awesome.
I'll give you.
Well, congratulations. One of the things that stood out about what she said, actually, not only does she see an opportunity and dive in and create positive around it, but you said part of my mission, right? Part of my mission. So I want you guys just to think about that. Do you have a mission? Why are we doing what we're doing? Right? So we're going to talk about that in a little bit. What's your mission? We have a special 2-part culture mission moment today. And this one is a little bit more serious, a little bit more of an opportunity for us to contribute to one of our own. Janelle Seidel was in the process of transferring to us. She had built a relationship with the Smith team, and they had talked about the opportunity here. She needed some structure. She got excited about us and was completing her paperwork. Kathleen followed up with her, just like, we've got these appointments set up, just confirming that you're going to be here. And her response was, oh my God, I will come, but my house burnt down, completely burned down. Family of 5, no house anymore. So we're in the process of helping her with her business and transitioning that to make sure that that stays as whole and as strong as it can be. But honestly, you guys, she's in a building phase, so she doesn't have a whole ton of commission to lean on. And they are looking for support. So if you guys are looking for an opportunity to give, this link takes you to a GoFundMe page, just to help them navigate the next couple weeks. Their kids are in the Kettle Moraine School District. They are desperately trying to find a place to stay such that their kids can continue the school year. Julie's house was done when she was a kid. This is a defining moment for these guys. This is a defining moment. So how we show up in other people's lives makes a difference. And even if she doesn't know you from Adam, maybe this is just one small way that you can help somebody move ahead. And the best way when we're stuck to move ahead is to help someone else. So if you're stuck right now, $5, give and be glad of it. Okay?
They're almost to the goal of 10,000.
So let's get them over the top. Let's be a KW success story for this woman. It's totally doable. Thank you, Jeremy. Appreciate that. Okay, a couple updates that are happening in the office. The first is a reminder. Yesterday was Columbus Day, which the impact for you is that the banks were closed, right? So we're processing commissions, everything's ready to go, but nothing hits until today. So if you had a closing on Friday, you might not see that. You might have a slight delay in your processing, but we're getting it done for you. So if you have a question, let me know. We'll track it down and see where it is, but otherwise it should hit very soon. Just a reminder that the banks were closed. And then we have this amazing opportunity. Every year, this group, KW Milwaukee, participates in the top workplaces. So you all will be getting a survey from the group called Energage. They'll be reaching out. You guys, the responses are completely anonymous. We don't see them at all. Sometimes I wish we could so that we could know what to improve upon. But you can generally see the trend. Are people getting what they want? Are we delivering on the value? Are you guys feeling that the partnership with us is a strong one and is helping you build your business? You'll be getting the survey on October 18th. I encourage you all to fill it out. Be completely transparent about what you like. I mean, answer the questions knowing that you are anonymous. Nobody will come back to you and say, Tony, you didn't like my outfit that day and you rated us down. What do you think? So we won't do that, Tony. But we're super excited that when these have come back the last couple of years, we've been rated as a top workplace in Milwaukee, and we take that very seriously. We want to continue that. So we want to make sure you guys are getting what you get. Take a look for that survey. It might go in junk. If it does, we'll remind you to find it, open it, complete it. We'd love to hear your results. And if we're not top workplace and you don't want to be anonymous, my office is right downstairs. Come talk to me because we'd like to be good partners for you guys. So, all right. Well, another good partner in our office here is Dawn Shipley. And she's going to come up and talk about compliance for us.
Everybody's favorite part of the meeting. So just want to give you guys a reminder that as you're working through any transactions, whether you're working with a buyer or a seller, that your job is to act as a fiduciary. So when you sign a listing contract or a buyer agency agreement, you as an agent of KW are entering into a Keller Williams fiduciary relationship. So Keller Williams is specifically the fiduciary for that client, and you are the representative of the firm. So your responsibility is to put their financial goals first. So your duties are acting in the best interest of your client above your own interests is the most important part there. And it covers 6 distinct areas. So loyalty, that you are loyal to your client, not to anybody else, that you're holding their confidential information confidential. You're disclosing any material adverse facts, that you are doing what they're asking you to do. So somebody wants you to write a counteroffer, you personally don't agree with it, like, well, you know, talk to them about it, but if they tell you to write something, you're writing something. You're acting with reasonable care and skill, and that you have accountability as well. So in the competitive market, we're seeing a lot of negotiations that are kind of forgetting that people are acting as a fiduciary for their clients. So just remember that your job, your role is to be the calm in the storm. You're not buying this house. You're not, it's not your house that you're selling. It's not your money. But you're working on behalf of your client. And so your job is to help stay calm in that situation. So you're acting as a shield for our clients from the noise that we get from the other side of the transaction, and representing our clients' best interests. So keep the negotiations fair and transparent. Don't let emotions of the parties get in the way. Just remember that you're working towards a win-win, but really your client's win is the one that you care about the most. It's clear from our recent hearings on panels of professional standards that ethics complaints and phone calls, there's more friction between agents now than ever. So just remember that you're acting on your client's behalf, but keep your dealings calm, professional, and just making sure that you're acting in your client's best wishes instead of remembering, yes, there's a paycheck at the end for you, but it's after you've done your job, which is to represent. Any questions about that? General Compliance is here to help. So if you have questions, this one, it says Stone, Stephanie or Joe, but you can also
You call them, but they're
Sarah.
gonna direct you
Compliance,
guys.
I guess. So just a reminder that if you have questions about whether this is ethical, my name is Joan.
Yeah.
So
And Sarah's.
So I'm gonna get a name tag.
Guys, this is a classic situation of learn from other situations, right? So we are, KW tends to stand out in this area because we talk about this a lot. We talk about our culture and how we show up for other people. And that we believe that by doing the right thing, the money comes, not the money comes because you're chasing the money. So when we share these pieces of information, there are times that our own people hear like, well, what did I do wrong? Let me just tell you, this is not directed at anybody in the room right now. What we're seeing, we have brokerages that are under a lot of stress and duress right now, right? And sometimes that is showing up in transactions across their business, and we are doing business with them, right? So there's just an added burden, an added level of responsibility to show up as your best for all parties involved, starting with your clients. Okay, so we'll see what happens over the next course of time. And certainly there's some bigger things that are going on that we'll dive into just in terms of compensation and membership and all that good stuff. Charlie will be here next week. Okay.
Awesome.
Stephanie, John, Joni.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. All right, Tech Tuesday. I always struggle back and forth between calling this Tech Tuesday and Marketing Tuesday because you guys, tech is simply the vehicle. It's like calling this Pen Tuesday when we had pen and paper to enact plans, right? So we're gonna learn about how our tech works to help us market and grow our business. We're gonna learn that from one of the best in the business. Stephanie.
Okay, hi. So we released, or Command released, the new agent websites, and I know a good majority of you have converted over. I know we're still waiting for team sites, so there's that transitionary period. But once you've converted over to the new agent sites, one thing that you can do is create an open house landing page right inside of your own website. So what you're going to do is you're going to search on your site for the address of the house that you'll be holding open. And then at the end of the URL at the top of your page there, you're going to just do /open house and hit enter. And what that's going to do is create this open house landing page where people can then type in their information. So their name, their email, and their phone number. They hit a checkbox that opts them into receiving text and email from you. And once they hit submit, this is where they go. So they go to this landing page where there's a QR code. If they scan that QR code, it'll open up the property information on the consumer app that's linked to you right on their phone. Or they can, if they're doing this on their own tablet or something like that, you can click on the picture of the house on the right and it'll go to the property details as well on the website. So either way for them to get access that information. So it's kind of dual, right? You're collecting their information, it's going into your database, It'll be, the lead source on there will already say open house. That there will be like a note that says the property address already in there for you. And then, they'll get what they want, which is the property detail report from your website. Cool. Yep, on the new sites only. So if you haven't converted your site, you don't get to experience this. Yeah.
Does that contact information automatically go into our contacts?
Correct. Yep, all that information will be in your database. It'll have the lead source, open house, and it'll have a note as the property address that they were at.
It's already connected to another kid.
Like in the app, once they see the property, it'll say which agent do you want to be connected to. Like it gives them the option to either connect with you or stay connected to their previous agent. But this landing page is on your site, so this is connected to you.
Yeah, but if they show up to your open house, you guys can sign in. It'll tell you.
Yeah, would we get their contact information or no if it's going to the other agent?
No. If they're signing in on this, it's coming into your database.
Okay.
So you would still want to start with the conversation probably of, are you working with another agent? And you're gonna have to make some sort of note if you are going to have them opt into the website here. If they're connected to another KW agent on their KW app, the app should say, which agent do you want to be connected to now? It'll give them that choice. But that's on the consumer facing side. Sense?
Seems a lot more efficient than before.
Yes.
Yeah. And I know like open houses work differently for different people. Everybody's kind of got their own style, but if you want an electronic sign in, this is how you can do it really easily. Yeah.
And so besides the point command, is there anything that comes to our email that says, hey, you have any lead that pops up in command?
Yep. So every time you get a new lead in command, you'll receive a notification in command. If you have your notifications turned on your command app on your phone, you'll receive a push notification, and you'll also receive an email saying you have a new lead. Every time somebody comes into your command as a lead through like your website or your app, you should get all three of those notifications unless you've turned them off.
I'll say like we get those sometimes. When you look at it, it's easy to think it's like nothing to be perfect. It's about your details.
There's some description maybe.
Yeah, there's
And
some.
it's not friendly on your cell phone, on the mobile, to look at notes and use your laptop to see the notes. I don't know if you guys.
You really got to look at everything and also be like, oh wow, like there's more information.
And right now, if you're not thinking, what smart plan do I have that I could add this person to almost immediately? I want to plant that in your brain, right? Because we are in a speed to lead market. And this person may be looking at a home and they're not going to do anything for 2 years, which means you got to get in a relationship with them now. And you need to have a relationship with them that will carry them through that period until they're ready to buy, right? So what this does is give you information. It takes the stupid stuff off your plate, but I can't read that. Is that an O? Is that an A? Is that a Mickey Mouse? You're gonna get those. I mean, let's not, absolutely gonna get those. But the people that are interested, right, be in touch with them, grab that, make it work for you. Guys, this is absolutely.
And then don't forget, on our YouTube channel, we do have a recording of upgrading those agent sites and some of the features that are out right now. So if you've missed one of the trainings, know that you can always go on our YouTube channel and see how you can convert your agent website. And just a heads up for training for the rest of this month. So this week on Thursday, we're going to be doing the playbook around dominating your farm in 3 years. So if you want to get into farming a neighborhood or you want to farm it at a higher level, we're going to walk through the playbook that's going to teach us how to do that. And then the dates are reversed, but the content's in order. So on the 19th, we're doing grow your database with parties, housewarming parties for your clients once they close on the buyer side, et cetera, et cetera. And then on October 26th, we're going to be running the 7th level open house. So if you really want to level up your open house game this fall, I would highly recommend you jump on that call as well.
Nice.
Oh. Yeah. And then just another quick plug. If you need more resources on zip forms and DocuSign, Lindsay and Steph are running a training every 2 weeks They are recorded and uploaded on the YouTube channel as well. But it's a really nice deep dive into some of the features of Zip Forms to help you maybe run a little more efficient. I highly recommend jumping on this.
Good. Okay, so if you're curious about where to find all of these things, this is our October training calendar. You guys, it is out. It is live. We are living through it. We are at the 10th, which means tomorrow is
Manon's birthday.
happy birthday. Absolutely. That's what we were going for. And if you're not out celebrating with Sharice's mama, or maybe that party's in the afternoon, I'm unsure. If you have no plans in the morning, come to Bold, okay? Bold is open to everybody tomorrow. And it is a deep dive into mindset. Who thinks mindset is a waste of time? Mind right, for sure. Seriously.
Oh, we're plugging all the teams today.
Okay. This is nothing. The first time I stood up here and I said something, I don't know, everybody chimed in. It was good. It was good. You can rely on, we got to fit them all in, rely on somehow. That's tough. So you guys, Bold, mindset. We can spend a ton of time in mindset. Everybody always wants to move on to the tactics. Yeah. But how, right? I'm here to tell you that the how matters for sure. But if you don't believe you can do it, if you don't believe it can be done, how kinda doesn't matter. Because you're gonna spend time putting the hows together, you're gonna figure it out, and you're gonna say, this can get me to my number, this can get me to my goal. And then you're gonna be looking at the phone, or you're gonna be walking in a neighborhood like, oh my God, I gotta go knock on that door. I can't do that. And your plan, as meticulous as your plan is gonna fall apart because you don't believe in your plan, which ultimately translates to you don't believe in you, okay? This is the area where you get to double down on who you are. You get to spend one morning figuring out what that one area is that will help elevate your game. Do we have an elevate team? That's the next team. I don't know who's gonna do it, but let's elevate, right? So spend time figuring out what it is that is your block. We are our own, what is the word?
Worst enemy.
Okay, that too. We are our own worst enemy, right? We're the ones who are gonna run it. We're the ones that are gonna run ourselves down. And I promise you, everybody is terminally unique in this. Everybody thinks they're the worst. If only people knew. And you look out on people who show up on Facebook and like, my God, that's so easy for them. They did that. Like they never worry about that stuff. I promise you, they worry about that stuff, right? We all worry about it. And in that, we are all the same, okay? Come be coachable, learn, grow, just even for yourself, right? But then translate it into your business. And we're gonna do a little exercise. So Bold's tomorrow, 11:15 at the Zucari Conference Center. Okay, come do that. We're gonna do a little exercise to help kind of identify where our mindset might get in the way of business. Okay, and we're gonna do that together. This is the team exercise I promised. I'm hoping this is gonna be a little bit of fun and need you to be the fun part. You all are bringing the fun, okay? What I wanna do is put together a business plan for next year that would yield 24 units in the year, okay? 24 units. How much money would 24 units bring, do we think? Based on our average, does anyone know our average commission in this office?
7.
Close.
5.
Nope. Keep going.
7. 10,000.
8466. 8466.
So that'd be about 200.
It's nice. Yeah, $203,184. I don't know what the cents is on that. But we just had a lender that didn't want any cents, so we're going with round numbers here. Okay, so if anyone's thinking, gosh, I could use an extra 203,000, that would be a nice income. Follow this plan. Okay, I think that would be delightful. So we're gonna start. My friend Tina's gonna come up and take notes. I don't know what you're taking on.
Oh, wait, somewhere in here, right?
Figure it out. Here
Yes,
we go.
ma'am.
We're gonna do
On it.
So
On it.
bring in the fun. All right, so this is our GPS, right?
Okay.
Does anyone know what GPS stands for?
Thank you.
Awesome. Goals, priorities, strategies. Goals, priorities, strategies.
Thank you.
What's our goal? 24 units. And what does that equate to? 203, what? 184. Okay, awesome. So that's our one goal for next year, January 1 through December 31st. Okay, GPS, what does the P stand for?
Priorities.
Excellent. What would be our first priority in this? All right, how would we Legion? Okay. Oh, did I also say I want to do this in about 10 minutes?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, priorities. I heard DPD2. Does everybody know what that is? Okay. What was that? DPD2?
Sweaty.
Doing the database too.
Doing the database too. Okay, does anyone know what week this is?
Meeting.
All right, we're off A&W. Did everybody talk to A&W? All of their A&Ws last week?
Just me.
Nice job, Zach. Nice job, Zach. This week is me. Okay, so that's one. What else?
Okay.
Open house.
Expired,
Open houses.
dispos,
Got
open
open houses.
houses,
Okay.
social media.
How many open houses? 50 throughout the course of the year? Okay.
Right.
One a week. Excellent.
5.
What else do you have? Tony?
Dispos, expired, media.
How many?
How many what?
How do you get these? What do you
Oh,
do?
I don't know. I don't.
Dispos. How many? 10 a week.
This was.
Okay, what does that mean? 10 a week.
We're calling it a week.
Calling 10 a week. When are we calling them?
During our meeting.
Okay,
And our time blocks.
time blocks. Okay, that means we have to have a time block for calls, which is great. I love that. Okay, so that's business. How about expires?
Show up.
Show up where?
Well, sometimes you do that, do not
At
call
their
us.
door.
It's hard to scrub those, but
Bizbos.
you know the
Door
address.
knock.
You
Yeah.
look at tax records, you know the first name, so you knock the door, hey, Bob, it's like, that's how your house last year didn't work out. Why don't we have a 10-minute conversation?
Okay. You guys, as we're going through this exercise, I want you to think, oh my God, I would never do that. Okay, and then that goes back to mindset, right? Because there are people out there who are building a 24-unit year on door knocking. So it's not the how. Follow? It's not the how. Do our willings equal our wants? Okay, so we've got door knocking, we've got expired.
Fine, that's.
Fine events. How often?
Quarterly.
Okay. Priorities, so this is lead gen. Is there anything else we're missing?
There's tons.
Awesome, what else?
Professional
Professional network.
networking.
Wow.
Sounds like you guys-
You're not married or anything. Wow.
Which networks? Which networks?
You could do Business Network International, you could do Chamber of Commerce, there's all sorts of different.
You shine as a group?
Let's say there's two kinds of networks. Network, local professionals who are not in real estate, but are adjacent,
Okay.
like insurance and such.
Okay.
But you can also network with agents who are outside of Milwaukee area who may know people in Milwaukee, so.
Yeah, broker opens.
Okay,
36 seconds.
okay. How about,
Also networking events as well.
okay. So we've got networking with clients, networking with other agents for referrals, networking for relocation. It's a huge category.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? Big one.
Farming.
Farming. Okay,
You did.
KW referral network.
okay.
You also did mention.
Door knocking. Yep. Leads. Priority number 1 is leads.
So lead sources at growth.com.
Oh, hey, you could buy them too.
Yeah.
Right, okay,
Yeah, you can buy them.
buy them, okay. Okay,
No,
you know,
bro.
we're not editing right now, we're just adding
No.
brainstorm.
Okay.
Okay.
We're not judging, you mean?
We're not done.
Oh, sorry.
Well, everybody here is judging their own response to this. This is the joy of being an independent contractor. Somebody may love buying leads because they're working a phone that's comfortable to them. They're very good at getting someone to convert. And now they have a 5-year plan to create a database that then is repeat referral. That might not be you. Okay, does everybody see something up here that they could actually do?
Yes.
That they would be willing to do every day?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's your willings equal your wants. Okay, and in big sales training, when we talk about markets shifting, which we're in right now, our market is shifting a little bit, right? We have one primary source of business, and sometimes we need to diversify, right? So if that one isn't gonna get you to 25, 24, 25, what are the two others that you could have? So as you're looking at this, not judging for everybody else, but judging for yourself. Are there 2 or 3 other categories that you could dive into? And then the next question is, if you're doing it, are you diving into it at the best possible level that you could be? What's the next thing? How do you implement? Make sense? Okay. So that's your first priority needs. What's your second priority?
Part of this is
Where should lead follow-up go? I think lead follow-up can be over in leads. Right?
So lead gen and follow.
Lead done and follow-up. Why is that important?
Follow fortune.
on average takes 12 times to contact somebody.
Got it. So has anybody done the quick math on how many leads you need to get to 24 closings based on industry average conversion? Besides me? How many leads do you need to be working with based on industry average conversion to get to 24?
100 and 288.
5% of leads are gonna turn, 5% of people are gonna move any given year. An industry standard. That changes, that's industry standards, not your standard, right? It's industry standard. So how many would we need to be really in good conversation? 480. 480. All right. So a project that you can do when you leave here is take your database and look at it and see how many leads you have and how many you need to close that gap. Okay. Something you can do when you leave here today. Okay, second priority.
For us, the big priority number 2 is actually servicing and converting the.
Okay.
So finding inventory, showing properties, submitting offers, negotiations.
Okay.
Once you have the leads, you have to schedule the appointments, right?
Yep.
Do the strategy sessions.
Why is that important for you?
Why is that important?
Mhm.
Because it's the natural next step.
Because what does that lead to next after that?
That leads to accepted offers and closed transactions.
Yeah. I like it. Yes, money, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And repeat referral business.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying.
That's legion.
That's what yeah.
Repeat referrals. Okay, so that's not actually priority 2. That falls within priority 1. Lead gen includes delivering service such that people want to shout you from the rooftops. Okay, word of mouth marketing, and it's because you delivered excellent service. So what's the priority 2? Everything your listings is repeat referrals to lead gen.
Time blocking?
You got it, okay. Okay, let's talk skills.
Pickleball.
All right, skills. Let's talk about skills, right? Because okay, so it's servicing your client.
Right.
Right, which also talks to lead gen, right? See how these work together? Lead gen, servicing your client, good service, closed deal, more clients. Okay. I also heard somebody say time blocking, right? Okay, time blocking, role play.
This is priority number 2.
Got the skills. What else? Training. What kind of training? What kind of training? Gold. Okay. training. Nice. Okay. What was that? Negotiation, script practice. Negotiations. Okay. So all of this is important. Why? And is it gonna help us get to our 24 this next year? Yes?
Yes.
For sure. Okay, we're all happy with our second priorities, delivering on the service.
Mhm.
Okay. So skills within here, there's a whole bunch. Huh? No judgment, no judgment here. I just want to make it super accessible for people because the trainings, the skills, here again, I want you to think your willings. What am I willing to do? And then what actually do I need to do to be good at what I'm willing to do? So let's say you decide I'm gonna door knock as a pillar for my lead gen. If I stepped outside right now, like I left the city and I knocked on a door, I'd have no idea what to tell them per se. And it would be horrible. It would be like, hey, you have something, there was something on your, I mean, like that's, and then I would turn around. It would be bad. It would be bad.
Practice role playing.
Do some script practice and role playing, particular to my goal, right? So was anyone on James Shaw call this morning? Okay, one of the things he talked about, and I think this is super, super true, we can get into education as hiding from what we actually need to do, right? You can go to all the things, all the time. If you figure out what your plan is, then you can be really strategic about what your training is, right? So if it's scripting and role practice, everybody can use negotiation, scripting, and role play because that's part of our job. We all do that. Other people can be really particular. Do you need door knocking? Do you need objection handling? Do you need to be really good at just making people feel warm and welcome at your client events and remind them that you're in the business in such a way that they refer you, right? These are all skills that we can build. None of us are born with them. Okay, so that's number 2. What's the third priority? Okay, love that. Let's go with leverage. Love it. Okay. What priorities do we have under that? Strategies. Strategies. Leverage strategies. Transaction coordinator. You got it. Drawing partner. Okay. Command. Okay. What else? Missed that one. I don't know what it was. Key, please. You got it. Sometimes our leverage is command. Sometimes our leverage is tech, right? Okay. Oh, please send them to my house. I happen to have a lawnmower that they can use. Yes. Yes. You guys, leverage is a huge one to be doing that internal audit. How does this make me feel? I can't tell you the number of people who have reached their capacity as an individual agent. They cannot put one more thing on their plate. They work a time block, they burn themselves out, and then they're done. All because they're uncomfortable letting somebody else in their world to do professional leverage. And their house is a mess. So maybe the first piece of leverage is somebody come in and clean my house so that I can, when I have free time, I can spend it with my family and I can do the stuff that's really important to them. Okay. VAs. VAs, you got it. Absolutely. Yes, yes, yes. That can go under leverage or skill, right? So never stop learning underneath all of it. And my personal favorite. Okay. I don't know how long that was, 10 minutes?
35.
Did it feel like for forever? I love you guys. Okay, so right now, would anyone trust this plan? Like take this plan and like, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna make my $200,000. I'm gonna feel really good about it. This is a no-fail plan for next year.
Narrow it down a little.
You need to narrow it down. You need to put it through your personal filter. You need to figure out what am I willing to do? And then what do I need to put in place to make it actually happen? And then how am I gonna be held accountable to it? And I've had a lot of people say, well, I can hold myself accountable. Sorry, I call bullshit on that. No one can hold themselves accountable. We all get tired. We all let ourselves skate a little bit. And we're super hard on each other, on ourselves. Oh, I mean, like, I don't know, maybe I'm revealing a little bit too much. Schizophrenic, right? Surround yourself with people who are on this journey. We want you to succeed, okay? Take this, Tina wrote this down for us so that we can dive into it. If you want a further conversation with us, we're happy to have it with you. If you're going to Bold and you're thinking about how your business is going to grow next year, take this as a filter, as a foundation for how you're going to spend your time. That is the one resource that we don't get back. We can maximize it, but we all have a certain amount of time. Okay, so figure out what would be fun for you. Because when you're having fun, you're doing the work. Fun and do the work, right? Okay. Okay. And come to Bold, even if you're not signed up for First Step. If you want to sign up for First Step and make it all official, talk to our friend Kathleen here. She'll make sure that happens for you. Okay. It's not me either, actually. All right. So we also want to do this filter to help you guys understand what you plug into here. If I had my way, you would all be at all of my events because I love seeing you all. And it makes me sad when some of my favorite people aren't able to join us. And you're working your plan, okay? So client events, trunk or treat coming up Sunday, non-Packer Sunday. Invite all your people. Let's run out of candy and we'll have to go get more because no kids crying on this day.
Not too late to volunteer.
Yeah, how many bags of candy should we?
Great question. Depends on how many people are off.
Yeah, I mean, would you want to let us do it by like?
Yeah, I'm
Friday?
probably gonna do some more shopping this week. I've got, not enough.
We're right down the street from a Costco, so if we run
Yeah.
out, we'll go get some.
That's
But
what
why
I'm
don't you
saying.
plan
Worst
for 3?
case scenario, there's one.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
That sounds great. There's the nice thing, Halloween is coming up later. So if you don't run out here, you can use it later. Okay?
Great time to test out your costumes.
Okay, on Monday at noon on Zoom, we have a chance to dive in on our buyer consultation. This falls under skills. We all work with buyers. Well, if you work with buyers, this is a great thing to plug into to learn how to do that at a higher level on Zoom. Our very own Katie Nicovic is going to be doing Coffee with the Kapler next Wednesday, right up here. So, Auntie. There we go. And then obviously if you're going to be making all of this money, you need to know how to spend it. So plan to dive into the budget mastermind also on Wednesday, October 18th. It's on Zoom. And then once you kind of have an idea of what you want to create, we're visual people, we're cued by visual things. When you put a plan together and write it down, you're far more likely to accomplish that. When you create color and all the senses, you engage all of the senses, you're like 92% more likely to actually hit your goals. So I want you guys, this is like business planning season. I want you to be thinking about what success looks like for you. Think about how you're going to be doing it and think about why you're doing it, right? And that becomes your vision board. This is what you want your world to look like next year. I've got some great stories about putting things on a vision board and then checking them off because they actually came true. Some of them have to do with parking spots, but it's so true. There's power in this, you guys, for sure. So, and then there's a lunch and learn here, Thursday, October 26th at 11 a.m. One of the things that I don't have in here, Lake Country's office does a Heartland trick or treat Thursday night. So we can, if you have leftover candy, we can take it up there. If you guys have kids, nothing to do on the 26th, then, oh my gosh, that street in Heartland is packed. Your kids will be on a sugar high for about 6 months. Oh, and there's some adult trick or treating there as well. I would encourage you to participate. And then Defender Dawn and her team are all about health and support and you know, mindset, all that. So there's Trick Trot coming in November.
And we started a spotters. We're just hiking run or walk or an 8K run.
And it's the trotters. You want that? I'm just want to be clear. All right.
So just for like, but that link will get you to sign up, and it benefits the Hunger Task Force. We can all have matching.
Trick outfits. Love it. All right, you guys. And then finally, one of the other elements, if this is a pillar of your life, right? So we've got our business, we've put our business plan together. Your personal plan, right, is investing, could be investing. We've got a community that's building here based on this training by Jessica Starr. Thursdays at noon, our very own Tina is kind of chaperoning that presence here. And we'll be masterminding around the ideas that they present to us and how to build your investment life. Good. Anything you want to add to that?
No, I
Okay.
think our first session was awesome. We learned a ton. I sent everybody out the notes and the recording, and there's a net worth tracker on there. And I hope to see you on Thursday.
Awesome. Good, good. After Bold. That'll be fun. Oh, and then we get into party season. So y'all know that there is the Keller Williams party on December 1st down at St. Kate's. And then here, Tuesday, December 12th, almost right after team meeting, we'll be doing our own Secret Santa cocktail party gathering for the holidays. So plan to be here. I heard ugly sweater. I don't know. There might be some other details coming, but save the date. Me too. Me too. All right. And then the holiday party's on the December 1st. And then, oh my gosh, it's January. Good questions? Me too. Good. You are released to the wilds. Go have an amazing day. Oh my gosh, you guys. Thank you for your generosity. Go crush it. Now go get some business to be generous with. Love it. Thank you guys.